My name is Chris Bonghi. I'm a member of the SJCI Swing Choir Technical Crew, and the Swing Choir is a service choir that goes to places like hospitals, nursing homes, schools, just trying to bring a happy presence to everyone we visit, just trying to make their day, make their week. And the following footage is from one of our showcase performances that we put on 2 or 3 times a year, just to show off to, our family and friends the work that we've been putting into each of the performances that we bring to people in need. But we have a couple showcases throughout the year to kind of showcase what we've been working on, and tonight is going to be one of those nights. It's our Christmas showcase. So this is the booth. This is where we run all of our lights out of and some of our sound out of. This is one of the soundboards. And then the one that we work out of for swing choir and our big performances, which is one of the ones we're going to be running tonight, is going to be this board right here. This is our soundboard. I usually don't work it. Sometimes I do. Tonight I'm going to be working this. And then also during one of our walkthroughs, I'm going to be helping work the soundboard as well. So we're at the board right now, getting ready before a run-through of our first show. We're about to test all the audio. We have pre-faders for each of the channels. We have on and off for each of the channels. There's one iPad that can connect to this one. So it's pretty advanced. It's pretty awesome. Right now we're just waiting for some of the singers to get ready to go, and then we're going to get the audio all tested. Normally for swing choir, we're on a smaller board. That's a bit different than this, but right now we're doing, like I said, one of our big showcases. But we have a smaller board that's on a cart that we bring to all different venues like hospitals and schools for the people that we're performing to. So this is a little bit different for me, but it's gonna be out. We have our stage left and stage right solo mics hooked up to orange and pink, and then we have all 6 of our hanging mics on here, and Steve is above me with the iPad controlling all 6 of these, and our job is to EQ the solo mics on stage left and stage right.
And it was really it's rooted in the Lasallian principle that everyone without exception is created in the image of God and deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. This is called In the Quiet Hour.
What I'm actually doing when I'm working the board is adjusting mainly 2 things. Sometimes more things have to be adjusted, but for a show like this, we split up who controls the frequency levels and who controls the gain and pre-faders. Normally at a nursing home or a school or when we are traveling, 2 of us control the high, mid, and low frequencies as well as the gain and pre-fade for each mic. We of course don't want it to be too loud or too quiet, and one thing I learned when I started doing tech was that we actually have the ability to emphasize certain points through a song, and it really helps the singers convey the emotion they want to convey to the audience. I've learned a lot about how music is actually formed and the science and technology that goes into putting a show like this on. Before I started, I had no idea how important acoustics and acoustic quality was to actually making up the way music sounds. When I first started doing tech, I thought I was going to be completely behind the scenes, almost going unnoticed. But I've realized that the work we do is just as important as the people performing. And us guys on tech are able to make just as big of an impact on the audience as the singers. And this whole experience of performing for people that genuinely value and just genuinely appreciate the words that we sing has been so inspiring and so powerful, and has actually shown me how much I really have. I definitely learned a lot about the technical side of things, but my learning experience from being in tech crew is probably different from most other people, because what I take away the most and what I've learned the most was actually about the value of every person, and not just the people we find it easy to talk to, but every person, regardless of who they are and what they've done. Those lessons are so much more important than learning about cables and monitors and microphones and DI boxes, because those lessons are the ones that I carry into my life every single day. I love the technical side of theater, and it's just so amazing being able to do it for such a good cause.